Tonight, I am so excited to bring this to you. Mike Tyson Unplugged. You have got to hear what he just told me just this afternoon in a headline-making showbiz newsmaker interview. Former heavyweight boxing champion was once known as the baddest man on the planet. He went through some really hard times, but now his life has taken a dramatic turn. And he has swapped out the gloves and boxing ring for the national stage, taking his hit one-man real-life show on a national tour. Next stop is this Sunday in New York at the Beacon Theater. And the name of the show, Mike Tyson, Undisputed Truth. Terrific to see you, Mike.
Thank you, AJ.
Thank you for spending some time with us.
AJ, I've been seeing you over the years, and it's just awesome stuff.
Oh, thanks, man. Hey, look, now I'm blushing. Oh, you're making me blush. Oh, well, let's talk about you, because that's why we're here. Okay. Let's talk about this amazing show. I mean, it is remarkable, Mike, that you get up on stage for 2 hours, and you just put it all out there. Such raw talk about everything in your life, the good, the bad, the ugly, and you deal with some pretty difficult things that you've had to deal with in life, including, of course, the very tragic loss of your 4-year-old daughter. I want to take a look at a clip of you talking about that.
And when they saw me, everyone on that floor, their babies were dying. They ran to me like I'm some special guy, like because my baby died, I'm special. They just grabbed me and ran and started praying with me, and they couldn't speak English. And I realized that I was a member of a club that I didn't want to join.
Wow. So, Mike, I see you getting so raw, and you're doing it night after night. I got to wonder, why are you doing it? Why are you putting yourself out there like that?
Well, you know, AJ, I want to do something with my life. I like entertaining people. Through boxing, I've learned that I love entertaining people. But even though I've done it through boxing, this is what I still like to do, even though I can't box anymore. So I'm just there to entertain people. That's what I want to do.
So you're up there, you're actually feeding off that energy
100%.
that you get from the crowd.
100%.
And it's just shocking, I have to say, Mike, when we see it, putting it all out there, you're talking about those raw moments in your life. How hard is it for you to relive all of that on a big stage in front of a big audience every night?
Well, I don't know. Most of the people there, they know what they lived through it with me, because most of the issues that I speak about are just headline issues. It's something that people they saw in the papers before. They just never heard it through my perspective, you know, through my eyes. It may be different through my manager, my wife, or anybody else that was involved with me back then, but from my eyes and my perspective, I'm just giving them a chronological idea of how I lived my life till now.
And in a way, setting the record straight about some things that people may have a misperception about.
I don't know if it's setting the record straight, but I mean, this is from my view. I'm just telling them from my view. They may have different perceptions of it. And
how you lived it. And of course, everybody loves hearing about your incredible, famed boxing career. You hold that record, Mike, at 20 years old, the youngest heavyweight champion ever. And that's still your record. That's pretty cool. I mean, I
also hold the record for being the fastest knockout in the amateurs, 8 seconds.
And here you are all these years later, and they're still yours, which I know is pretty great to you.
I'm just happy to be alive, and I'm very grateful that, you know, I can actually entertain people by just telling them about my life, which is something that everybody knew about, but they still want to know about.
I have to imagine you miss being in the ring as much as you love being up on stage.
No way.
Not at all?
No way. That's that's over. And to be that guy, the Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, whoever the hell I was back then, I have to be a totally different person. It's difficult for me to have a family. It's difficult for my kids to like me if I'm that person. But this person, I can get along with my kids and we're friends. My wife loves me. I love her. And I don't care how much I love somebody. If I'm in that state of constant combat and competition and war, there's no way I'm gonna get along with my loved ones, even my close friends.
For the people around you, and probably then no good for you.
No doubt about it. Because this is where it is right now. The gregarious, happy, non-threatening black guy. This is where I want to be, right here.
Well, listen, there's no question that boxing made you an incredibly wealthy man. You talked very candidly about that. You made, I don't know, $300 to $400 million, and then it went away. Is losing all that money, Mike, one of the great regrets of your life?
No way. Listen, I had an awesome time, and even though I had a lot of money, I had a great life, it doesn't even stand the chance, doesn't stand the test of time against the life I'm living now. And that's what I realized, that it's an inside job. basically, AJ. I don't care. If you're looking for happiness from the outside world and all this materialism and all this delusional world that we live in, it's going to be disastrous. It's all an inside job. If you're not happy from within, if it's not working from in here, it's not going to work.
You talk about your mom in the show.
Yes, I do.
I want to read a line that stuck out to me. You said, "They said my mother died of cancer. I think she died of a broken heart." What exactly did you mean by that?
My mother's just, I have a lot of characteristics. My mother was a constant depressed. My mother was totally a depressed woman, and she didn't take any medicine for it. She just drank alcohol and smoked cigarettes. And that's what happened to my mother, and I think I suffer from those things. I get, I could be champ of the world, and all of a sudden, within the 10th of an eye, boom, I'm sad, I'm depressed.
That still happen?
Not as much, no. It's just who I am. It's just going to be in my life till the day I die. Not so commanding like it was before, but it's just a part of me.
And we've seen you reinvent yourself through this one-man show, and we've seen you reinvent yourself, Mike, as a movie star now. And I know everybody must want to talk to you about your appearances in the Hangover movies, because quite frankly, you were fantastic. I mean, the producers of this movie, the writers, they took your love of tigers and they turned it into a great punchline in Hangover 1. And in Hangover 2, we got to see you showing off your fantastic singing chops. Shall we take a look at that?
Please do.
Yes.
I like this part of the show.
One night in Bangkok and the world going oyster. The bar, the temples, but the pearls ain't free.
First of all, Mike, please tell me you actually sing in real life a little better than that?
No, matter of fact, it was pretty good. I got paid more than most professional singers get paid.
I think Murray Head is the guy who originally had a hit with that song back in the 1980s. I think you made more money. That was his one hit. I think you made more money singing One Night in Bangkok.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think you probably made more money singing it than he did.
One night in Bangkok and the world's my oyster.
Yeah, all right. We get it. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So listen, Hangover 3 is about to come out. We're all very excited about that. We know you're in it, but I haven't really heard what you're doing. So would you break a little news? Come on, Mike. Give me something.
Hey.
What are we going to see?
Hey, the executives say, Mike, don't say anything.
And you listen to those executives.
Big time.
So you're a movie star, Broadway star. You've obviously come such a long way, and clearly you're in a much different space than you were some 20 years ago. You went through very serious...
5 years ago.
Well, that as well. But talking about what happened some 20 years ago, you went to prison for 3 years after being convicted of raping a beauty pageant contestant, and I know you still maintain your innocence in that case. But if you would, take me back to the moment. You step into that cell, the door closes behind you. What's going through your mind at that time?
Well, I'm very depressed, but I'm really prepared for it, so I was prepared to go through the situation. But I just want to live in my life every day. That's what you have to do. Everything you had outside, you have to check it at the door and go into this place a different person.
Well, it's been an absolute pleasure sitting here and talking with you, man.
Thank you, brother AJ.
Really was. My thanks to Mike Tyson. Mike's next stop on his national tour is going to be this Sunday at the famed Beacon Theater in New York City.